For some reason, Misfits just come out of the gate swinging, but then they just run out of gas towards the end of the split.
And the biggest surprise of summer is Misfits gaming.
They look fantastic, especially against the bottom tier teams. I think this weekend's going to prove a lot though.
When are they going to drop all these games?
While they are on a good streak right now, that doubt still looms.
They went 0-2.
I'm not really sure why Misfits is always a mediocre team. I mean, I guess just because their players were not the best in their roles. They're usually in G2 or Fnatic.
Most of the times, like I have been playing in Misfits, when we go downfall, it usually is because something changes, right?
We have decided to play and produce the remainder of the spring split 100% remotely online.
I'm turning out the heat.
Misfits are dead, and Vitality have killed off any hopes the Rabbits had of making playoffs.
We didn't play from stage, we started playing online, and then we all felt like we were playing Wars. Now it's kind of the reverse. Hopefully this split is like we keep playing good and winning.
Fnatic on a rampage, Fnatic on the run towards Misfits. Vander goes in, VTO's dominating. Kobe dives in with the kill instinct as well. And Vander may have just turned this fight on its head with a single headbutt. A second quadra of the game.
Misfits are melting through Schalke. That's 1, 2 quick kills, make it 3. They're going to turn around onto Broken Blade. Can they get the 4th? And it is null fear to Misfits.
Despite some inconsistencies, they're looking like a top team, even though last split, they didn't even make playoffs.
I think we actually have a good shot beating G2 because last time we actually won with like 10k gold behind.
Misfits, they're making it work. Caps on the run, covering the backline. Elder Dragon doing work. Burned down 1 by 1. Misfits were 10k down, but the Elder Dragon wins them the fight. Misfits make a miracle happen.
I'm absolutely shocked. How did they find that?
If we actually won't be 10k gold behind, then we actually have a higher chance to win, right?
Last time we actually should have won, but we just let it slip through our hands. Every team that we lost to that could technically be around the same wins as us could make it, so the tiebreaker goes in their favor. I feel like we need to win every rematch that we have against a team that we lost before.
Bloodbath is back and forth, but for now, it is G2 an advantage. Big damage coming up from Crown Jump, but it's not enough. The CC is there, Mickey is there, Jankos is there, G2 is here, and G2 will take the fight.
It's always really tough to play against a team like G2 because they're always dangerous, even if they are losing. You don't really know which G2 you're gonna face, because even when they have worse times or worse periods, they can still have insane games.
The reason this game's exciting, G2 was embarrassed the last time they played against Misfits. And it's because it's Misfits' final test. There's only 1 week left after this before playoffs. And if they can put in a statement like beating G2, then they're up for a good run.
Come out for Misfits. Razzle might look for the mid dive, but he has been spotted on a war flash route. Jankos waited in the bush. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade as both the junglers get their first kills of the game. Jankos trying to turn this one around with the red buff. Should have a little bit more damage. Vander's worked his way up as well, and Vander's going to turn back onto Mickey, who will have to jump across this wall. Double scuttle should go to Razzle here.
Even trades with the initial first blood, I think, going in favor of Jankos. So note that Jankos does have a level down, the flash in from VTO into the root, both junglers going on to the respective mid laners and basically trading here. And I think that Razzle would have come out on top if the trade continued to extend, only because the Braum was going to arrive first. So you can see the Jankos choosing on to say that I just overall prefer G2's comp.
Looking for Kobe here. Unbreakable goes up. Mickey Get forced away. He always used by the Misfits bottom lane though, and no summoners burnt on the side of G2, and you can see the power of Rakan there dodging in and out. Wonder those going to face check. Does have the oranges, eats the stun to start it off. There's the cannon barrage, and here is Jankos. Wonder has to flash away. Oranges keeps him alive, about 150 HP. Razzle trying to dive in, but can't get the damage down. Jankos.
When we talk about Misfits early game, we often talk about how impactful he is, as we do see a big trade in the bot lane.
I think this is going to be okay. Kobe and Vander should be fine. You can go back to talking about the power of Razzle if you so desire.
But in the first half of the split, he was definitely struggling. Back into form, flashes in.
Shockwave, Jankos on the chase, Wind becomes Lightning, VTO, no flash to get away, and Jankos will secure the kill.
It's a great game to demonstrate how both teams have been playing throughout this split, particularly in their wins, and Razzle is the initiator.
I mean, he can just go in with a Heartbreaker hit. Mickey has to flash away. The damage onto Jankos is big as well, with the exhaust coming out from Vander. This Rift-Held will be secured by Misfits. G2 have to back away.
The biggest difference there was here it moved down to assist the team, whereas
Vander teaming up. However, they've walked over a lot of vision. Caps knows they're here. Will be able to force him away. Mickey looking for the engage, has the quickness. They dive onto Vander. Vander flashes away. Mickey still has that ultimate in his back pocket. TPO available for him as well, but the Wind becomes Lightning. Will catch him. Moon Prison onto Jankos. Razzle turns back around. He's being pulled around the map just a little bit. Glacial Fisher a bit short. There's Mickey going in, holding onto the quickness, holding onto that Rakan ultimate.
Wonder using TP top, but has the ultimate for bot.
I think this gets a charge in. I'll be honest. Caps is on his way. Oriana's on his way, Razzle going in there looking for the damage, but there's the quickness coming out from Mickey. He's going to dive away, Moonlight Vigil used as well, and Kobe now in the firing line. There's a Shockwave flash away from by Razzle. Rift-Held will get a charge in. Importantly, Razzle does get that gold. Reckless jumping forward.
Summon a spell, so in terms of overall gold, Misfits still feeling pretty comfortable. So let's have a look back at this fight. You can see a huge commitment on to Mickey. He's using his mobility to try and buy a little bit of time. He goes to the disengage. The Shockwave plus ultimate comes through, forces the flash out from Razzle. The exhaust comes down onto Jankos, but it doesn't stop them from getting that initial kill. Good ultimate there from Razzle to be able to avoid just a trade of experience and gold overall.
Mickey now chunked out. Does still have the flash. Rakan, one of the safest supports if you have a teammate near you.
Currently have this initial setup, but there are a couple of flank.
Oh, Mickey. He's going to get stunned. Glacial Fisher will knock him up. He has the flash as a cannon barrage to distract Misfits, but Mickey is lost.
Didn't really get that many advances. He's looking for a play on a Wonder.
Misses the first Q, but the chase is on. There's the Spectral Morm, and Wonder doesn't really have anywhere to go. He tries to get away, but Razork will take him down today.
They need to keep these picks going, keep attacking the side lanes as G2 found a pick of their own.
And Vander has Kobe to jump to, and he still has the Guardian, so he decided perhaps to catch out Hirit, but Hirit still has the flash. And although Caps is sitting on a Ludens, Hirit will be able to get underneath this tower. Now the question is, do G2 go for the dive? Jankos stunned up, Crescent Guard comes out, there's a cannon barrage as well, and the answer is yes, they do go for the dive. There, 2 items complete. You said it was a fight, Betty. Yep. Looks like Misfits willing to give this one up because it's only the second dragon of the game. Mickey may be caught out, dodges away with the grand entrance.
You don't want to allow G2 to be on sole point. I think this is an important Drake, and they're going to contest it. Look at Vander on the flank.
Razork looking to get in. Jankos dives onto Hirit. Dominus Paul. Mickey on the back line. But Mickey is burst before he can do too much. Kobe trying to do the damage as he can. Infernal Drake goes down. 1-for-1 trade so far. Actually 1-0.
One team fight. The second Mickey got his knockup. So let's watch Caps here. So he throws the ball out. QW. The engage comes through from Jankos. You can see Mickey with the ult. Follow up. So what happens to Caps here?
Just doesn't press R.
He just doesn't press R. I'm not entirely sure why. I thought that was a perfect opportunity there. I could understand if he was being zoned away, but the follow-up doesn't come through. He then just flashes out of the fight. I mean, of course, it still works out for G2. They still get themselves too much off the back of that.
Wonder. Razzle immediately meets him in the jungle, and Wonder puts down the cannon barrage. Glacial Fisher coming out. Reckless knocked up by it. Will jump away. Razzle down to half HP. Kobe misses the Moonlight Vigil.
Wave now. Misfits looking for the opportunity. Hirit's already here.
Razork has the Spectral Maw. Hirit here, as you say. Jankos trying to get away, but there's the root. Reckless rooted on the backline. Hirit jumping in. The Crescent Guard's going to do a lot of work here for Jankos, and now Hirit is the one who has the flash for safety. Cannon barrage comes out. Locket used. Mickey dives in with the charm, and Hirit's down. And he saved the shockwave for that moment. Caps hits it. Kobe will not quite fall. He'll be the last one standing as Reckless is jumping forward, looking for the kill. Gets the speed up from the Oriana. One auto attack and a satchel ticking. And Kobe says a final goodbye. Reckless takes the shutdown. G2 take the fight. And for the 12th time in a row, G2 will lock their spot in playoffs.
A clean ace for G2 as they round out their game against Misfits. We talked about it. It was a matter of time.